guys, welcome back to my channel. I have another grocery haul and meal plan for you. I do have some new things. I went to Grocery Outlet, found some old favorites and also some new things there, so I'll show you that. I actually filmed that little clip of Grocery Outlet yesterday, and in that I talked about something that was not on my meal plan. Well, I ended up changing my meal plan around and now it is going to be on there. So when you hear me say that, that is because that was yesterday. So let me tell you my meal plan. We're going to do some steak bites with a wedge salad, which I'll be making a homemade blue cheese dressing to go on the wedge salad. Then I'm going to be doing some taco burgers. That's a new recipe. I'm going to be doing those open-faced because I'm going to be using the smart buns, and those can be a little bit thick sometimes eating both the top and bottom bun. So in this case, I'm just going to do the bottom bun and save the top bun for something else some other time. So I'll just be doing that open face, and I'm going to pair that with some jalapeno poppers that I'll be making. The next thing will be a chili dog casserole. I still have some chili in the freezer that I'm going to pull out. I did have that on my meal plan a few weeks ago and just never made it. And then I always save a day for leftovers. And then I'm going to be doing that recipe that is all over TikTok with the cheese and tomatoes and basil. And I'm going to be using the healthy noodles for that. So the healthy noodles, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I think it was in last week's grocery haul. I showed those. I picked those up at Costco. It's either last week or the week before. And I really like them, and I think they'll be great in this recipe. Somebody in my comment section said they were going to try them with that recipe. But I don't like feta cheese, and so I found some cheese at Grocery Outlet I think is going to work perfectly. So I will be filming that. I may do that in a separate video on its own. I did not get my dinner video edited this week, so that's why you did not have a dinner video this week. So you will definitely have one next week, and you may also have two of them. So I may just do that TikTok recipe in its own video. So because it's really super easy and it just may be fun just to do in one video. So this is everything that I found at Grocery Outlet. There's some old favorites here, and maybe one of the things you probably have never seen before because I haven't had them in so long. So if you're new to my channel, this will be a new thing for you. So let's go through what I found. I found their Enlightened ice cream there. So normally the Enlightened ice cream that they have at Grocery Outlet, at least at mine, is not the low carb ones or the keto collection ones. Usually it's the other ones, like the lower calorie ones. So they finally had them. They had the coffee and cream, which is not my favorite. I do not like the coffee and cream flavor. And then they had this chocolate peanut butter, which I absolutely love. They were $1.99. So check your Grocery Outlet to see if they have the Enlightened ice cream, because these are normally $6.99 in my stores. So $1.99, awesome deal. Picked up two. I wanted more, but I restrained myself. Now these Pazoots, I have never seen these before. Now I have had one flavor of the Pazoots, which I believe is one of the flavors I picked up because I got them in one of my keto crates. They are good. So I just don't pick up peanuts a lot because they are not as low in carb typically as other nuts, but I do love peanuts, and I love the flavored ones. These flavors, oh my gosh, you guys. So look. We have the Blazing Buffalo. And let me tell you, the ingredients on these are so good. So good. So we have in this one, which a lot of nuts will have maltodextrin in them. These do not. So we literally have peanuts, kosher salt, peppers, vinegar, and water. That's it. This is how clean these are. So these were $2.99. We have the Blazing Buffalo. This one I'm excited about. The habanero. Again, we have in this one, peanuts, kosher salt, habanero peppers, and water. That's it. And then this is the flavor I have tried before, and that is the salt and vinegar, which is amazing. I love salt and vinegar. Oh, the salt and vinegar almonds. Oh my gosh. So these ones are just as good. Again, we have peanuts, sea salt, apple cider vinegar, and water. So these range between 2 to 4 carbs. So a little bit higher. How many servings in this bag? So there's 5 servings in this bag, but still, you have a low carb flavored nut that does not have maltodextrin or any of those other additives that you see in a lot of packaged nuts. So these are great. The first time I've ever seen them at my Grocery Outlet. I feel like there was one other flavor. Oh, there was jalapeno, but I thought if I was getting habanero and that buffalo, I didn't want the jalapeno. I picked up another thing at the Sorrello. I love this stuff, especially on what's that called? Egg roll in a bowl. Amazing. But I eat it with a lot of things too because I love spicy mayo. I put these on burgers sometimes. So anyway, this is only $1.99 there. I'm like halfway through my other one, so I thought I'd go ahead and pick it up while it was still there. I have never seen this before anywhere, actually. There's probably around, I just haven't looked for it. I'm going to be doing those taco burgers this week, so I thought this would be good on top of those taco burgers. This is an avocado verde salsa. I love verde salsa, so this is like guacamole with verde salsa. So it says avocado with tomatillo salsa. So yeah, yum. I believe it is 2 net carbs. Okay, have you guys seen, if you have a TikTok, you probably have seen this all over TikTok, maybe Instagram too, that feta cheese thing with the cherry tomatoes, and you bake it with some garlic and spices, and then it makes it into a sauce, and you put it on pasta, and you put it on like low carb pasta. I don't like feta cheese. I don't know if you say it feta, I don't know how, feta. I know people pronounce it different. It's okay to me, but it's not one of my favorite cheeses, and it's fine if it's just crumbled in something, but as the main star of a recipe, I don't think I would like it. But I really want to try that recipe and use those healthy noodles for it. So I saw this cheese at Grocery Outlet. I've never tried it before. It feels like it would be a pretty soft cheese. I feel like you have to use like a softer cheese with that recipe. So I feel like this is a kind of a softer cheese. It says it's gourmet cheese, but it's garlic and fine herbs. I picked up 2 because they had some feta cheese there that I compared the size to, and I feel like this was a little bit smaller. So I picked up 2, but we're looking at 1 net carb for 2 tablespoons, so I'll have to figure out the recipe. And whether or not I use 1 or 2, I don't know. I'll probably use 2 when I do the recipe, but I didn't plan on finding this, so this was not part of my meal plan, but I may change my meal plan around and add that recipe on there, or I may just go ahead and hold on to this until next week, because this is good until March 11th, so I may just have it on the menu for next week. Okay, now these, oh my goodness. So I remember like a year ago, I want to say, that I first saw these at a Grocery Outlet, or probably even before that. They are probably the best meat stick that I've ever had. And they have 2 different ones. They have the hot and they have the regular. I love the hot. I don't feel like it's very spicy. So good. So there's just salami, and they have, you know, clean ingredients. So where are the ingredients? If I remember right, they had clean ingredients. So they do have dextrose. That's what they had. I was trying to remember. I knew there was something in them that some people may not like. Now, one of the things I love about this, it does have rosemary, which I have been informed that that's a preservative. That's why you see rosemary in a lot of things, but you can't taste the rosemary. I'm very sensitive to the taste of rosemary, so if I tell you you can't taste it, believe me, you can't taste it. And here is one for the spicy. So these are just so good. They were $1.49. You get 2 of them for that $1.49, so I picked up 2 of the hot and 2 of the regular. But yeah, I highly recommend these beef sticks. You guys know how much I love beef sticks. So, and these actually aren't beef. I guess they're salami, which is even better because salami is like my thing. Okay, so these are some new things that I found. I think these have been around for a while, but I have not seen them in my stores at all until now. And they have them, now you have to be careful because some of these are sweetened. So I did check the macros on them, and there was 3 different ones. I didn't notice the first one I picked up was actually, I think it was caramel flavored, and they also have vanilla, and those ones are not unsweetened. So they were like 11 grams of sugar or something in them. But these ones are just unsweetened black, and it's the Nitro cold brew, which I love the Nitro cold brew from Starbucks, and so I thought, well, this may be fun to try. So I will let you know what I think about those. I'll try them in one of my videos next week. And then I saw these. Has anybody tried these? Let me know down in the comments if you tried these. They say right on them that they're approved, keto approved. They have also, but you have to be careful with these too. There's 4 different flavors. 2 of them, though, had sugar in them, so they were not 0 sugar. It said 60% less sugar, but they had sugar in them, so be careful of that. I think this is Rowdy, so it's Rowdy Energy. This one is sour green apple and strawberry lemonade. Those were the only 2 in my store that they had that were 0 sugar. So, yeah. Here is all the info on them. So it says they have 5 carbs, and then there's 13 erythritol, but it's also an erythritol allulose blend. So I'm pretty sure these are 0 carbs if you take out all the erythritol and the allulose. Other than that, here are the ingredients. So it's green tea is what it is. That's where you're getting the caffeine from. So it's more of a natural source of caffeine. So yeah, I'll try these also sometime next week during my daily videos. I'll try one on one day and the other on another day, and we'll try them together and let you know what I think. Okay, produce. Basil, this is for that TikTok recipe. Green onions, I just like to have that in my salads. Picked up only 2 avocados. I have not been eating as much avocado, which I need to be so I can get those healthy fats in. So I only needed to pick up 2. I picked up a big thing of iceberg lettuce. This will be for that wedge salad. If you don't know what that is, you just cut these into big wedges, and then you put bacon and tomato and salt and pepper, and then blue cheese crumbles and blue cheese on top. That's the way I have made it. I don't know, maybe other ways to make it, but that's how I make it. So I just thought that would be really good alongside of the steak bites. But I definitely will be filming that for you so you can see that. And I'll be making the blue cheese dressing in my meal prep video. I picked up some shredded lettuce. I thought it might be fun since I'm doing the taco burgers open face. I thought it may be fun to put some shredded lettuce on top. Picked up 2 of the tomatoes, the grape tomatoes. So I'll use 1 full one for that TikTok recipe, and then the other one I need chopped up for salads and for that wedge salad. Red bell peppers, I just like to cut these up with cream cheese for snacks. The jalapenos, I'll be making the jalapeno poppers in my meal prep, which I show like all the time, but I'll show you again just in case people are coming across it for the first time. Zucchini. So let me tell you why I got this. So my plan for breakfast next week is to do smoothies again every day. That worked out really well, kept me full, got my protein up. But I did order one of those Dash egg cookers. So Ashley over at Roseburg, she was talking that she had picked one up and was making her poached eggs in. You can also make omelets in it and hard-boiled eggs. So I won't get it until Monday, so I won't be able to use it for meal prep this week, but I thought I would try it out in one of my videos next week, and I just thought I would make some omelets, which I love to put slices of zucchini in my omelets. So I picked those up for that. And then cucumbers just for snacking. As far as aisle items, as usual, I don't have a lot because I don't buy a lot of the canned foods or anything. I did pick up some of this Montreal steak seasoning. I think I forgot to tell you my lunches. I did. My lunches for the week. I'm going to be doing Big Mac salads, chicken Philly cheesesteak bowls, and then with my that TikTok recipe, pasta recipe, I'm going to be doing some garlic biscuits, so I will be prepping those in my meal preps. So this is going to be for the Big Mac salads. I like to season my ground beef with this, and it just kind of has a more of a, I don't know, a burger taste to it. And then also for that Big Mac salad, I need to make a dressing to go along with it. So it's kind of like a Thousand Island type dressing, and you need dill relish for that. And then they only had bread and butter pickle slices, which I do not like bread and butter pickles. So they didn't have any other like dill pickle slices. So I just bought some dill pickles, and I'll just have to cut them up into slices for that Big Mac salad. For a dessert this week, I will be doing it in my meal prep video, so you will be seeing that. I'm going to be making peanut butter Twix bars. I'm so excited for that. I love Twix bars, and when I found this recipe, I thought it sounded amazing. Now, the recipe I found was not necessarily like keto friendly, so I'm going to be changing some things up in it to make it keto friendly, so I will be sharing that with you. I needed some chocolate chips, which I find with all the chocolate chips I have in my baking drawer, I do not have any just plain ones. Everything is all flavored. So picked up some milk chocolate chips. These are the Bake Believe. I wanted the Lily's ones because I know how well those melt down, but I have used the Bake Believe before, and they're not too bad. I also have to use some coconut oil to bake them down, to melt them down. Anyway, so pick those up. And then this is the best peanut butter. I love this peanut butter. And what is nice is it's this recipe called specifically for peanut butter that's kind of, they called it drippy peanut butter, so it's a little bit runnier, which this is. But this is only, so if you're looking for a peanut butter that is really low carb, this one is great. It's only, what is that? 2 net carbs for 2 tablespoons, and you can see the ingredients, it's only peanuts. So you cannot beat that at all. Dairy stuff. or I needed some salsa for I thought this would be good for the turkey burgers. And then I needed some blue cheese crumbles for that blue cheese dressing and for the wedge salads. Again, like I said, I'll be having smoothies every day this week. And so I picked up some more cashew milk. I went through about one and I have a little bit, like I think I went through a full one. Today was the last day I finished up the full one. So I have one full one in there, so I just wanted to get one for a backup. If you're looking for ways to increase your protein, cottage cheese is a good way to do it. So, and if you like cottage cheese, so I always try to pick this up when I'm really trying to increase my protein, because you get a lot of protein in just a serving of this. So you're looking at 13 grams of protein in, what's the serving size? A half of a cup, and it is only 5 net carbs. So this is a great side dish. That's what I like to use it for. And then another thing I really like is this fresh mozzarella salad. Now, I did not plan for anything for this week, but they have been out at Walmart quite a bit, and so I just picked it up because I do like to have those. I like to make like a quick caprese salad with these. These are absolutely amazing. It's just oil that they're being marinated in. They are so good. The rest of the cheese, I needed some cream cheese. I needed one of them for a recipe. I can't think of which recipe it is part of, and then the other one just for snacking. I was totally out of butter, so this was on sale, so I picked up this butter. And then I like to have like a butter that's spreadable, so I picked up that one. And then I was trying to pick up more of the Tillamook cheese squares that I picked up a couple weeks ago, but they were totally out. But they had these on sale. I've never eaten a Cabot cheese before, but I've heard amazing things about it. So this one is the extra sharp white cheddar cheese, and this one is pepper jack, which is one of my faves. So it's 4 slices is a serving, and both of these are 1 net carbs for 4 slices. For those chicken cheesecake bowls, I needed some provolone cheese. Picked some of that up, and then as usual, I picked up a big thing of Colby Jack shredded cheese that I use for a lot of things. 1 thing of eggs. So like I said, when I get that egg cooker, we're gonna test it out, and we're gonna do poached eggs, parboiled eggs, and we'll make an omelet in there and see how well that thing works. Meats. Okay, for that chili dog casserole, I picked up these hot dogs. I know this is a really good brand, so and these are grass-fed, so I figured it was a really good one, and they are 0 net carbs for these. They're not cheap, but we'll just see how they are. Bacon, that'll be for that wedge salad. Pepperoni, that's for snacking on. And then all the meat. So we have the tenderloins, which I'll be using half of this for that pasta dish. Now the pasta dish, when you see that recipe on TikTok, it does not call for meat, but I am going to be putting some chicken in there so I can get some extra protein. So half of this will be for that meal, and the other half will be for the chicken cheesesteaks. Stew meat, so half of this I'll be making a pot pie for the family. The other half I'll be using for those steak bites, and then ground beef for all the rest of the meals. And that is everything. I will have all those recipes that I mentioned. If I have a recipe for them, I will have them linked down below. And see you tomorrow in meal prep. Bye, guys.